Real quick, I want to touch on your name. Awich stands for Asia Wish Child, right? Wish Child?
Yes, wish child. Yeah.
When did you pick up the Awich name, and talk about what it means to you?
When I was 14, I was like, when I was like starting to think that I'm a rapper and like I could do this, and I was like, oh, I have to think of a name. I have to think of my rapping name. And then I was like, but I didn't want to go far away from my name. My real name is Akiko. In Japanese, it's like in Japan, it's like a really, really regular name. So I couldn't just be Akiko. It's just gonna be a million Akikos. So I just took that name, and my Chinese character for Akiko is A for Asia, and Ki for wish, and Ko for child. And it's like my parents named that for me to be a child that Asia has wished for, or something like that. So I wanted to take that, like I wanted to be true to that, and just took, I turned Akiko into Asia Wish Child, and then turned that, like I squished it, and then and then just took AWICH and just pronounced it Awich. And I told that to my friends at that time, and they hated that shit. They hated that name. They're like, what? What? Awich? A-H? What is that? And it's still hard. It's still hard to pronounce it or read it to this day. But every time I try to change it, somebody will pop out of nowhere and say, like, don't change it. I like that name. And I was like, okay. So we're here now. I'm not changing it.
For sure. 2020, you released Brainwashing with Dogma and Chinza Dopeness. That's a fire music video. I love your visuals.
Thank you.
Yeah, how was that moment?
That song was like really it was like a surprising record, because it was just one of the songs in the album. But as soon as we released the album, the streaming and the numbers was really high on that song. So it was just like, we need to hurry up and make that video, and then it just became a hit. I don't know. It was just a surprise.
Do you know when your songs are gonna take off, or are they usually a surprise?
We usually know. But
Okay.
That was one of the rare case. It was one of the examples that we were surprised.
That video was so vulgar too. Who came up with the idea?
It just was it was the idea of the director.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's a really crazy director. He's always giving me ideas that is like out of this world. So
for sure. Are you still do you have, I'm sure you have fun with the music video shoots. Do you like getting glammed up and all that?
Yeah, but music videos are really like hard work. It's really hard. It's just a long, like for the music video of Shook Shook, the song, I just was shooting for like 24 hours straight. Like we started we started doing makeups and stuff like that at 1:00 at night on one day, and then just finished at 1 a.m. on the next day. So we're just like straight up shooting for 20 hours, 24 hours. So music video could
That's
be
crazy.
really like, you gotta do some shit. Like you gotta be like, naked in the cold weather and shit like that. So it's just really hard. But you just gotta do it.
For sure. I love to see that it's are all your songs produced by Chucky Zulu? Most of them?
In this EP, not really.
Oh, okay.
Two songs are two songs are by other producers.
What's the vibe in the studio with him? Do you guys just have like a certain energy?
It depends on the track, really. Like if we're making like party tune or like just danceable track, it's just fun. But if you're talking about like a track like Queendom or 44 bars, it's just really, really like heavy vibe, like serious and heavy vibe. But I feel like sometimes it's necessary because of the topic.
Definitely want to touch on Queendom out now. I love the title. What inspired the title?
Um, I felt like, I always was scared to like I was afraid of the title queen, like being the queen or being the best of something. But I felt like at this point in my life, I have to take on that responsibility. I have to take on, just shed all the fears to really like um, be that one. And I felt like I could be that. And then for me to be the queen doesn't mean like I'm good at it, or it doesn't mean that I look cute or I look beautiful. It just feel like it means to care for the people. And in my queendom, I feel like, everybody can be themselves. And that's what my queendom means. And that's why I wanted to like communicate with my album. And that's why I named it.
I feel like I listened to the intro track right last night. It's so motivating and inspiring. Like, how were you feeling recording that first song?
It felt really good. And also if it felt really difficult. But just because it was challenging for me to like spit out all my life story and, kind of like simplify for people to understand what I'm trying to communicate. So it was a tough process, but it was rewarding.
Definitely. What songs are you most excited for from the project?
Queendom, definitely, because if I could do a track like that, talk about my life and inspire people, and for it to be like top, you know, for it to top the chart in Japan, that's like really it's like really like I don't know, um some new time. Like I feel like it's something new, it's coming, it's something unheard of in Japan yet. So Queendom is really, it means a lot to me.
Definitely. What is one thing you want fans to take away from the project?
That just in my queendom you can be yourself. You can it's I feel like everybody can really should listen to their hearts and find out what they want to do, and then be allowed to do it.
Definitely. I love it. Just talk about I guess, obviously you're an international artist. Um, Talk about wanting to be more global versus just being known in Asia.
Um, I feel like, the time in this time we live in, we are just like, the border is really meaningless. It's just it's just something that, you know, made sense in an ancient time. Like it doesn't mean anything anymore. So for me to go global, it doesn't really, like, it just takes it just means that I could communicate with more people, period. And make them listen to, like, just make them, or like have them understand what I'm trying to communicate.